Jerry Tipton, we'll start with you.
Yeah, hi, Davion. Hey, I wondered what your expectations were when you decided to transfer to Kentucky, and how different has this season been than what you expected?
Um, yeah, I mean, when I decided to transfer, I mean, my expectations are coming here where, hopefully, we have some like sort of a fan base like that we're able to attend games. I mean, I really couldn't make many expectations because the pandemic was such, we were all pretty clueless during that time. But I expect to come win games, have fun, better myself, and take my game to the next level.
What's the experience been like? How would you characterize it?
I mean, it's been a lot of character development. I think that I've learned so much, and regardless of how things went on the court, like I've become such a better person, matured my game a lot, matured as a person, and I mean I can't thank the staff and everyone else around. I mean the fan base and everyone just for helping develop me in all aspects as a player and a person.
Larry Bob, we'll come to you next.
Yeah, Davion, first of all, since you're going through senior day, does that mean you made a decision? Are you not coming back next year for sure now, or is this just kind of something still up in the air?
Oh yeah, I mean, no decisions have been made yet. I mean, absolutely not. I think that it's important that I go through this senior day. I mean, I mean, I felt a lot of pain last year. Sitting out with a cast on my foot during senior day at Creighton. I mean, those emotions I felt, I just didn't want to feel that again. I felt it's important for me to go through it and had a little ceremony, regardless of the decision.
Okay. And then when you talked about that you think you've matured as a person and a player, talk to me what ways you think you have matured as a person during this year at Kentucky.
Yeah, I mean, during that time last year, well, around, a little bit early, so around like the winter part of the year and going into 2020, for me, at the beginning, it was really rough. And I felt at that time like it was my lowest point. Like, I'm like, this is really bad. I was kind of clueless. But then I came here and, you have super high expectations. And when you get, I mean, when it's almost like you're promised, like, 20 apples and then you only get 10, like you get half what you expect in terms of like our record and like expectations. We didn't fulfill those at the time. I mean, it's tough. Like it's hard for you. So, I mean, me just going through this and figuring this out, especially being challenged to be a leader and a voice during that time, it was different for me because, I mean, honestly, I didn't know what to expect coming here. And like it was demanded of me to, be vocal, and it challenged me as a person. And I feel like being someone to have to lean on during these times really, made me, I know it's crazy to say, but like grow up even more, like quicker here. So, I mean, just being in that position has really helped me. And then, in terms of like communicating with younger guys, that's also helped me as well.
John Wall, we'll come to you next.
Hey, Davion, congratulations on making it to senior day. As part of local media, one of the things that we really enjoy is watching how guys can mature over the course of 4 years. And we didn't get to see the Davion as a freshman, but what would the senior Davion, what type of advice would the senior Davion give the freshman Davion?
He would look at him and say, like, don't judge your today by what what tomorrow can bring. Like, just stay grounded. Know that God is real and He has a plan for you. And freshman Davion, I mean, I was so wide-eyed. I probably wouldn't even listen to myself today. But I mean, it's crazy. Like, I didn't expect to be in this position. If I had to write this story by myself, I don't know where I'd be. So, I mean, just really tell myself to stay grounded and keep going because you don't know where it can take you.
Kent Spencer, we'll come to you.
Davion, you guys have now won 3 straight. In your mind, what's changed?
Um, I mean, it's tough because I was talking to Keon and Olivier yesterday, and it just seems like there's a different type of feel out there now. Like, I mean, earlier in the season, not even early in the season, but like a few games ago, I think we went on a little stretch. And during that time, it was like, okay, things like we're winning these games, but just something still feels off. Like we're still missing that piece, and not as a person, but missing that piece as form of like unity. Really, we didn't know what it was, but like we were winning those games and they were still close. Like we have a lead, and then the end of the game would still be kind of rough. But then just this past stretch that we had, I'm like, now it's just like a different feeling out there. Like I'd do anything for my brother, and it's like. I can't even describe it. I think that like we're all like devoted into what we have to do, and we feel not the pressure, but we feel the importance of, now. I mean, we don't have a choice. Like we have to be unified out there, and I think that's the biggest thing that's changed. Like we have gotten it. I know during a while ago we said we got to get it, it'll turn, but I really do think that now we understand the importance of being a brotherhood out there.
John Hale?
Davion, obviously you were a really high-level three-point shooter at Creighton, so maybe your recent form is just kind of, getting back to your normal percentages. But as a team, you guys have been shooting much better from three-point range over the last 2 or 3 weeks than you were early in the season. Is there something in particular that led to that and just the flow of the offense, or what do you think maybe that's attributed to?
Yeah, I think it's just, a feel out there, and then just guys keeping other guys confident. Like I was mentioning brotherhood, I mean, I feel that the level of togetherness, like the guys, like they're when I feel like they're passing me the ball and they're expecting me to make it, and they know that I am, I feel like it's so much easier to make a shot. Like it's all confidence. Everything is really mental, and that's everything you do. And just having not only your mental, but someone else's mental just as confident in you, and that's just that's the result you'll get. And I think that, extra reps, of course, like the longer you've been doing something, it's going to fall in. But, I mean, besides that, just, having, good reps and having people beside you to believe in you helps as well.
Kyle Tucker?
Kind of along those lines, Cal, when it comes to three-pointers, Cal has not necessarily always been known as a guy to scream, shoot it. But this season, he's become, especially lately, it feels like he's become obsessed with you guys taking those shots and trying to drill into your heads that, he's not going to be mad. Like, if you're open, take them. How much has that played a factor in finally feeling like that's authentic, that he really does want you to let him fly?
No, it's real. I mean, it's not many shots that Cal doesn't like that I'll take, and it's crazy because like that's rare. Like you don't play for a coach like that. I mean, my dad coached me for a little bit when I was younger, and he would even tell me, "Pass the ball, you're shooting too much." Or like, I mean, Cal, like he has not told me. I think I got to campus in June. Since I got here in June until I don't even know what today is. Have we gotten into March yet? Well, February, end of February. He has never once told me that I've taken a bad shot, or like he's always screaming to shoot the ball. And he hasn't, and not just me, like he hasn't told anyone on our team, and I've never seen that before of any place I've been or watched or experienced playing myself. I mean, so that's authentic and that's real.
Jerry Tipton, we'll circle back to you.
Davion, you mentioned about being at senior day last year at Creighton, and I'm wondering how much was the crowd a part of the atmosphere of that, and what do you think it's going to be like tomorrow with a largely empty arena?
Yeah, I think it'll still be a surreal moment. Like your family and friends will be there, and I know that the biggest part of being here is that even though sometimes the gym is empty, the whole world is watching because this is Kentucky basketball. And I mean that's just things you try to remember. But like you said earlier, like just being a senior and making it to this point in your life where a lot of people haven't gotten there, and it's super important and big for our families. And You know, I'm happy for the other guys that's stepping across the stage, whether there's 25,000 people in the gym or, you know, 2,000. So, like I said, it's going to be a big moment, and I'm happy to get here.